morning, Eagle Nation. It's another Monday. It is the 19th of April. It's a mathematical Monday, and it's 8:31 a.m. Office Standard Time. Wherever you may be, please stop. Please stand up. Get up out of your chair. Stretch your legs. And stand. Let us rise together for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Hope you're dressed for success. We got a full week of learning ahead of us. Reminder that it's Monday, which means that from 2 to 4 today is meal pickup. It also means you've got 11 more chances to get your yearbook and your class photo for the year. That's it, 11 days. After that, sales will stop. We need your help, your PTO needs your help, and why not collect a memory in the process? For $15, you get a copy of the yearbook from 2019-20, plus a photograph from 2021, a photograph unlike any other. The song that you heard was a song dedication from Liam in Mr. L's class. He dedicates that song to Mr. L. He says because Mr. L likes that song. So there you go, Mr. L. And thank you, Liam, for that song dedication. In mathematics this week, we've learned this, now we're just practicing. I chose 28 and 18% because it's a great place to practice until you get really good at this. But we're using these numbers. Remember, we can break down 18% to just being a combination of 10s, 5s, and 1s. 10% plus 5% is 15%. 16, 17, 18. So you can do this even in kindergarten. Just count on. 10 plus 5 more gives you 15. Count on. 16, 17, 18%. All right, so to find 18%, now you just have to, in your head, determine what is 10% of 28. We'll move your decimal point once. So you get 2.8. To get 5%, well, 5% just means half of 10% because 5 is half of 10. So half of 2.8 is 1.4. So you got to know your halves. And then to find 1%, you start with 28 again and just move your decimal point 2 times. You get 0.28, and it's the same again and again, 0.28, 0.28. The last challenge becomes your ability to mentally add these numbers without writing anything down. So if you take 2.8 and add 1.4, one way to do this is to put your whole numbers together first. 2 plus 1 is 3, and 0.8 plus 0.4 gives you 1.2. So now you've got to add the 2 plus the 1 is the 3, plus 1 more is 4, 4.2. So keep that in your head for a second. 4.2, 4.2, 4.2. Then you've got 0.28, 0.28, 0.28. Well, let's put these together. 2 tenths plus 2 tenths plus 2 tenths. That's 2, 4, 6. In other words, 0.6. And if we add 0.08 plus 0.08 plus 0.08, that's 0.24. So now we've got to add 0.6 plus 0.24. That gives us 0.84. So now we've got to add 0.84 plus 4.2, right? Well, 4.2 plus 0.84 means add the 0.8 and the 0.2 to give you one more whole. That gets us from 4 up to 5 wholes. Then you're just left with 0.04. So the final sum is 5.04. Might seem difficult, but a lot of things seem difficult until you do them. And then you do them over and over and over, and they get easier. So if you're able to do that already, nice job. If you're not able to do it yet, you will be able to. But you will have to practice. You will have to practice. You will have to practice. And you'll have to get good at knowing your halves, being able to take a number and determine very quickly what is half of that number. You can do these things, though. And when you put all these skills together, you can do what before seemed extraordinary. And people will be so impressed when you can calculate the percent of a number, any number from 0 to 100, using just mental math. You can do it. Let's keep practicing. This week in PBIS, we are focused on ensuring that we follow the COVID protocol. So for this Monday, be caring. Be caring by wearing your mask at all times. It not only protects you, but it protects those around you. And it's been proven that wearing a mask reduces the spread of COVID. So make sure it's covering both your nose and your mouth. All of it should be covered. We thank you in advance for doing your part. Now let's end with some words of wisdom so you can get to the business of teaching and learning. Today is on the topic of success. When I ask you to name a genius, who comes to mind? Most of you, or many of you, might say Albert Einstein, one of the world's most famous geniuses. Listen to what he has to say to us today. Try not to become a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value. We are all valuable as human beings. Each one of us has something valuable to give to the world, and it's perfectly wonderful to want to be a success in life. But what Mr. Einstein probably means is this. If you pay attention to your value as a person and the value of what you can give to the world, it will naturally lead to a more successful life. Today, make a mental list of all your valuable qualities, your kindness, your honesty, your uniqueness. Then remember to value yourself and others. With something to think about, this is Mr. Lodato. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.